Hello there, everyone, and thank you so much for coming back. Alyssa over at Sims Therapy picked house number 6 of this batch of architect homes for me to remodel. We also are going to be doing a collab on house number 8. We should be uploading that, I believe, on December 12th, if I'm not mistaken. This is the before. I have already done the remodel, so sometimes when I do the before, I haven't really looked at it too closely yet, but I definitely have, and I do have the after done, and I think you're really going to like it. I think it's a very cute home, but once I really got in to do this, I realized just how quirky this house is, and that's definitely the right word. The first thing is this garage. It's fine that the garage door is missing. The game does that all the time with the architect homes, but how is this deep enough to put a car in? It's not. And then I thought maybe I would use that pathway there on the right so that the car could use that as the driveway and turn left into the garage, because then it would maybe long enough to make a garage out of, but you'll have to see what I did with that. The second thing is there are barely any doors in this home. Maybe the game took them out. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But it's just kind of a quirky house, even though it's really cute. So they just have the kitchen here, the little dining area there, and the bathroom is here, which is pretty big to be in a small house and be on the first floor and not near a bedroom. I just thought that was really strange. That could have been a nice usable space for a living room. I'm just not really sure about this layout at all. So you just have a door here that goes nowhere, and then there are no doors, like I said, to get into the other rooms. So then coming upstairs, you have a landing here, and then a cute little room here with 2 alcoves in it. And then there's also a room behind it, which I'm assuming was a bedroom, and the game took the bed out. Then you have a bathroom there in the middle, and then a nice sized bedroom here. But then there are just these walls of plants that you can't see, either from the inside or the outside. There are no windows there. So that was a little bit confusing to me why they would put that there. And then the light fixtures are kind of glitchy up there. I just thought that was strange. And then there's a room with no doors in it and a painting in the middle upstairs. So like I said, quirky is the right word for this house, but now you're getting ready to see the after. So this is what it looks like now, and I'll show you another shot of the after so you can see how different it looks. Again, in case you're new, I don't change the walls. I work with what is here. So that becomes quite a challenge. I'm not the best at landscaping, but I really do like how the landscaping turned out on this house. I used some of the black and brown fencing there, and I took out that pathway and the driveway. I decided it just was not going to work as a garage, and you'll see what I did with that room when we go for a tour of the inside. But I just put the fencing up there, and then just a couple of trees. There's a dog house out there on the side of the house, and some pretty flowers along the balconies. They did have some of those up there, but I left the ones they had on the right side up there, and then I changed the ones out to the farmhouse colored flowers just to give it a little bit of variation there on the balcony so that they weren't all the same. And you can see what I've done there. I've kept the flowers there that they had before, and then I changed totally the landscaping out front. There was a lot of patio paving, just a lot of different things, and I just wanted to really set off that front entrance with the nice landscaping. And taking a look out back here, there wasn't a lot of room really to put anything, so I did put a trash bin, just a light back there, and the pet bowls. And we'll come back around to the front, and you can again see where I put the little pet house out there on the side. And I chose the brown exterior to go with the black roof because I thought it brought the windows and then that fencing with the brown and black in it all together. So this is that front entrance that I was talking about. I really like this. I brought the same fencing over and lined that sidewalk with those hydrangea bushes. I love the stone that surrounds those bushes, and it makes it look like it's really lining that sidewalk, and I think that looks really pretty. And then coming into the first room, you come straight into the living room. I really like this room, and I really like this brick. I've mentioned this in a previous video, why I like it. But the reason that I do is because it has so many different colors in it. This time I wanted to bring the peaches out of it, but it does have reds, it has pinks, it has a gold tone in it, a beige. So that's a really good brick color to have. And I know that fox painting really goes in a nursery, but I thought it looked really cute with this couch that I've put together here that's sort of hanging out by the window and staircase. And we just have some plants there. One of the new rugs, which I thought the stripe in the rug brought out the color in the couch. Definitely not an exact match, but I think it really makes it pop. So remember, there were no doors in the house, so I've configured some little doorways and ways into these rooms. And in here is the dining area. I think this looks really nice with the pool house table and chair set and that blue and beige rug under them. And then the blues are brought out in that flower arrangement. And I think those candlesticks, those old candlesticks we've had forever, looks really nice on the table with that flower arrangement. In here is where I've put the third bedroom. So if you remember, this is where that gigantic bathroom was. At least it's gigantic for this size of home. And considering there really didn't need to be a huge bathroom downstairs, I thought this would be the perfect place to make a third bedroom. And I've used those garage cabinets with the villa gray bed and then the pinks and the pictures and the flowers there. I made that dresser out of the cabinets as well as nightstands. And I like how this looks. I hadn't tried that combination before, and I think it turned out really cute. And then remember, since that was the bathroom and I took that out, I needed some sort of a bathroom downstairs. There was this little room here that didn't even have a door. So I took it and turned it into a half bath, and it was perfect. It just needed a sink and toilet there with a towel holder. Works out fine for me, especially just for a first floor bathroom. So we have the kind of fake hallway over here. If you come through the living room and through this door, we do that when we make the multi-level roofing. So it just turns into a pretend hallway. And remember, this is where the garage was supposed to be, but since I don't change walls, that was not going to work for me. I turned it into a very beautiful music room. Now, if you're going to remodel the house, since you don't have the rules placed on yourself like I do, you could just bring the front wall out and easily make it a garage. It would still look beautiful on the front, but you could definitely make it work. But since I can't do that, I just turned it into a music room with a piano and a fireplace and a pretty bench there to sit on and listen to music. So that's the only thing I could really think of to do with it other than make it yet another living space, which really wasn't necessary in this house. So coming back toward this way, we come into my favorite room of the remodel, and that's the kitchen. That was the wall on the downstairs part that was just plants behind it. There was no window or anything like that. So I just turned it into alcoves for the stove and fridge and for that little food thing. I'm not really sure what you call it, but I want to have in real life, as I've said before. There's a bar area over here, more counter space. And then on this side, I've put the kitchen sink. And I just realized that I have the microwave turned backwards, so I'm definitely going to have to fix that. And I have put a back door, as you see here, that goes out there to that trash can. So it's very easy for them just to take the trash right out the back door and dump it in the trash bin. But I do like this room. Again, it's my favorite room of the remodel. I just think it looks really stylish. I love the wood floor color with the color of those cabinets and then the grays in the room as well. So you already saw out here, that's pretty much all I could do with what's back there. I suppose I could have probably put some more landscaping back there, but I just didn't. And that is an overview of the first floor here. So I think it turned into a pretty cute house. I think Alyssa wanted me to build it on a large lot, but the only large lot I have left right now, I have reserved for something else. So I did put it on a small lot instead. Sorry, Alyssa. But up here is the landing and just the stairs and a couple of doorways. This room here, I decided to turn into the upstairs bath. I forget what they had here before, if anything. It wasn't really dedicated to anything much, I don't believe. So I've turned it into a very elegant bathroom. I like this a lot. I just thought to use those theater panels over top of the bathtub and then tuck the shower in one alcove, and then there's the rose gold everywhere with the black, and in the other alcove I just used that for the toilet. There's the rose gold lighting and everything. I think it just is a very, very pretty bathroom, especially for such a small one. And I did end up using that black and gold rug, which I had as of yet not used. So in here, this was a room that had no doors and just a painting in it for no reason. So I turned that into the central hallway. In here is a kid's room. It could be for any kid. I've staged it for maybe a teen or a preteen boy with some posters on the wall, a gaming TV, one of my favorite beds, a desk, a pet bed over there, a pet toy box, and an armoire. And again, I turned that into just a central hallway, which definitely worked out well. Since the house didn't have a laundry room, I've used this room as the laundry room. I think that looks really nice with the track lighting over the paintings. It's really bright in there with the white cabinets and washer and dryer. It just looks like a normal family laundry room. And then coming down the little hallway toward the end here, we have the master bedroom. I really like this little master bedroom, especially for a small house. I used the black and gold set with just one nightstand because there wasn't really room to put another. It does have a fireplace in it and a nice comfortable chair with an ottoman to watch TV over there on the other wall. I also did a see-through closet. I had seen Joy on Joy's Creative Finger do this quite a bit, only I did it on a much, much smaller scale than she normally does, but I think it really works for this room. And of course, there wasn't room to put an ensuite bath, and there is a family bathroom at the other end of the hall. But I did have this alcove here to work with, so I thought, why not put a half bath in here for the master bedroom? Which would really work in real life if you think about it, and you had to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. At least if you can't have an ensuite master bathroom, you could have a toilet and a sink that's sort of adjacent to it and built into the room. So that is an overview of the second floor of the remodel. I do like the layout, as I said. Is it worth buying and remodeling? Well, that depends. If you're going to change walls and you like this layout, I say yes. I think the person did a great job with the design itself. The furnishings and some of the quirkiness of it kind of made it a challenge to remodel if you don't change the walls. So if you're not interested in changing things up, I would say look for another architect home to remodel. But if you are going to change walls, I say go for it because this is definitely a really nice start to a home if you want to just go in and make it your own. So we're just looking at the furniture here. Since it's a remodel, we don't need to do the grid because, of course, I didn't change the walls. I do like the kitchen a lot. It gives me some ideas for another kitchen that I'm working on, so that's a good thing. I've done something similar to this a few times, but I really do like how that bar is over there, and that's the downstairs. So let's come upstairs. The upstairs layout I'm actually pretty happy with. Once I figured out I wanted to put the bathroom here for the family, I like how this bathroom looks a lot. And the bedrooms are definitely a good size. So that's another good part of the layout is it does not have small bedrooms. And I'm glad this was here because that definitely proved useful for the remodel. And then I thought the master bedroom worked out just fine. It just didn't have room for another nightstand or an ensuite bath. That was another one of those rooms that was closed off with no windows and just kind of, they had stuck some flowers in there for whatever reason. But it was a perfect room to turn into a little closet. So that was the remodel of Architect Home number 6. Thank you so much, Alyssa, over at Sims Therapy for picking this one for me and not picking a mansion. It's nice to do these small ones from time to time. And if you enjoyed the remodel and what I did with this house, please let me know by leaving me a like or a comment. I sure do appreciate it, and I love reading your comments and responding to each and every single one of them. Thanks again for watching. You guys take care. Love you all, and I will see you next time.